So last week, George made a remote of media file permission, which was great. And we saw during the triage, I think that this was something that we designed a while ago. There was an issue about that. So that's great. Today, 4/16/2024. No demos, right?
I think Hisham has one. I'm not sure if he's joining or not, but if he joins, he has one.
Let's hurry up before he joins. Topics, no topics, right? Status. I'm so mean. Antoine will let you know in the chat why I'm trying to make it quick. So last week, April 9, Orchard 1, dev branch fixing. So this we saw. Incorrect null position queries where there is no table alias. So there are fixed where we injected NOLOCK with NOLOCK statements. In some cases they were incorrect, so we're taking that into account now. We have the Alias UI links for sites using UrlPrefix unbroken. Alias UI is broken, so we fixed that. Don't record this one, I think. Minor syntax fix on TaxonomyFieldList. Okay. Interesting. Recompiling clients that I set on the next, so they will take generated all the assets that were out of date or out of sync. And Q4, I don't know if we are taking care of that. DynamicForms, export to Excel. That's it. Probably that will make Mike super happy. I don't understand why we have this thing like using Excel libs instead of just doing CSV with the Excel extension, and then Excel will just, or even content type on Excel will just open it directly. It will work with anything. I find it super exporting mission string. So specific. Orchard code 9 was there. This one, surplus incorrect mark member static analyzer relation. Okay. Because the shape proxy, they have a static, well, they have benchmark methods, but they could be made static, and Visual Studio was complaining, so now there is an exception. Antoine getting .NET security reasons. Add Redis health check. Feature. We may go with this health check. When Redis is enabled. And fixing my error. Oh, that was me, because the latest microbuild of the SDK is enabling some new analyzers, and then it was failing to build in .NET 9, and because we benchmark with .NET 9, it was breaking benchmarks. So now we work with the .NET 9 SDK. Fix AISearch index prefix. By way that's a command pattern also in XUnit to have our extension method called, well, named add something services, but internally call try add in case you call twice this thing, it will just call it once internally. So that's better. Like, I mean, the actual add should be called maybe like be called try add sometimes if we don't want to register twice the same thing. Update GitHub Actions to the latest version. Setup.net. Setup.net. Check out. Okay. Add LoginForm Shapes so we can customize the LoginForms using drivers, so it can be composed. Others. It's the new way. We say the correct way to do update model. Model. Which has joined, so we'll get the demo. So what are the new shapes here? So we have the LoginForm edit. Why is it called edit? Because it's because of a driver.
We're building it in edit mode. Building a form.
So if I take the driver, LoginForm credential edit. Does it make sense to add edit? What else would it be? It's not edit. Because it's a form, so like there is display form. You know, these are all forms. They are just parts that need to be customized. So I'm not sure the edit suffix here makes sense. This is the one that writes everything, and these are the ones that can be customized.
Yeah, I guess we can drop the edit. Not an issue.
Also, ideally, in this main one, the login CSHTML, you would want the less thing possible, because this drives the display, which you don't want to rewrite when you customize. And then in the subcomponents, then this is what you are supposed to customize. It's hard to have people also customize. It's possible, it's easy, just copy paste again. But I think it's nicer if
The login doesn't have anything.
this.
It just has the layout that's removed. Oh, what is that? The column.
I know, I just saw some HTML and I'm wondering if this can be part of the things that don't go display. Maybe not, because I don't know.
Because there's more than just a form in here. So there's the form, which is on the login screen, there is more than one thing. There's a login form. Okay. There's also the external login section. So we're customizing the form, which is a piece of the login
I see.
view.
So this is just this part that is injected and customized.
Yes, that's a form. The rest is not the form. The rest is just buttons for external logins.
Would have it made sense to have two zones actually in this thing, so you can customize the things.
Yes, we can. Yeah. But if we do that, then we wouldn't call it login form, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. Fix null reference exception in CacheTicketStore. Last week. It's just a pain. We can be reduce contention by caching such shellsetting accessor. So this is something I saw on the Tracy. I pasted a screenshot on the PR. Whenever we access settings, index something, the settings here, I configuration. So the shell configuration here is accessing all the I configurations. And this is looking for everyone. And these things here, settings request. So the dot request URL host, every time we access this property, we read from the settings, but the settings never change unless we restart the app or we save the settings, which restarts the app. So there is a code like in the middleware that will check, do we have a request to request URL host? What's the request UrlPrefix or like this one for every time she tried to get the tenant. So this was expensive. It was appearing in the traces as a looking contention. So now it's just caching the value. So if it's the first time it's requested, it's saved, otherwise it's read from that. Then it disappeared. Magic. Update Azure.Identity because we were the versions. AISearch, xunit, runners, configure token provider. From the corresponding provider. New expiration times for the tokens.
These all new options. Now users have a way to configure the length of the token generate. So if you send an email to reset your password, now you can say that that email is going to be good for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour. And also the token is really long. In the past, the reset token is very short. So it's really easy to guess it because it's a 6-digit that we sent in the email. And 6-digit, it can be guessed really quick. With this token is very lengthy. So
it can be guessed, but how many guesses do you have?
As long as that, well, it's a link, right? So if you can guess those links and click them.
Yeah, but when you click the link, it validates the value.
For 3 minutes. So you have 6 digits. I can write the for each loop that can just test every single thing and target and just reset it, right?
But if it checks the value on every, so the server side will check the value, doesn't the server side limit the rate that you can check or the number of checks you can do before invalidating completely the token?
I'm not really sure, but either way,
that would be interesting to know.
We just have a long token, so that's
because whatever you put, like even if you put 10 seconds, you can generate 1,000 or 100,000 in 1 second.
Well, those tokens are going to live. They're validated for 3 minutes by default.
I don't think it's a question of rate or.
Well, it is because every time you send it, a password is another password is generated, and then we see if the two matches, right? So as long as you generate a password request within 3 minutes, you're going to generate the same password over and over and over, and that's how you compare the two. So as long as, I mean, either way, it's just better to have a linty token than a 6-digit token for things like resetting a password.
If you ask the default in ASP.NET, I don't see why it's to be changed. Looks like ASP.NET people have defined good enough codes, unless you can change it also in ASP.NET. So token lifespan, where is it? Where is it in the option? This property.
It's in the data protection token provider, which is something in the .NET library.
Okay, and we pass it. Okay. I see this is a time limited something secret, or where do we use that? Like this option here. Change email.
It's used in the change email token provider.
Change email token. So this is our own class.
Yes.
And there is change email token provider. Is it there? Yes, here. Which is a data token provider. Three options. So this thing is resolved by the service. How is that used? Well, because this is our own class. Where is that resolved?
It is resolved in the from the controller when a user requests to change their email.
I'm sure.
So look at the controller.
Yeah, it's not in the search results. That's why. Images, users, controllers. This one?
Yeah. Well, no. Change email. Are you looking at the change? So look at the change email controller. So if you scroll down,
it's not results here.
Yeah, it's not, because it's using the line. Hang on, 74. That change email request. That one calls the change email token provider. So we're actually registering at the token provider where we were registering that service. So if you go back to that user as the startup file, you should see where that token provider is being registered. Yeah, so you see that line 322, that change email identity option configuration. that class registers with identity options the provider. So that way the user manager picks that one. Yep, see that on line 18. So now the user manager, user manager picks that change.
It's like a puzzle. Find where the thing is registered. Token provider descriptor. Change new token provider. Provider maps. Okay, so we provide name, then we can provide multiple providers by name. That's weird. Okay, and then after that, it's in identity. Services, user service. Engineer sync, generic email, token sync. Okay. Generate user token purpose, token provider. Here, the email one is the provider. Provider generating sync. And then this thing is a data protector. Okay. Now it's configurable. Good, thank you. Shortcode button is easy MD editor. New button. Better button. HTTP resilience update. Use constants for the common role names. When Twitter to X. For me, it's still Twitter. Signing with X, like nobody. If I see that, I'm like, no, I don't know what it is. I don't want to sign with X. And I'm checking now my window with Twitter. Yeah, there is no Twitter anywhere. So where can I sign up? Sign this? I would like to see the. I think in the news they say X formerly Twitter, something like that. I haven't seen the news. I don't think that's necessarily like it's breaking. It's just a file name, and it's breaking for nothing. It's the branding, fine, but then file names that doesn't not necessarily doesn't make it better. Like all the UI and everything, fine. Translations, fine. Button names, fine. Class names and file names and everything. I'm not sure we need to do that. It's just breaking for nothing. See, for the same reason we didn't change the package name, why change the file name? If it's important enough to not change the package name because it's breaking stuff, it's important enough to not change the file name.
Elon Musk said so.
Allow users to set up default content types, settings as GPT. Goes to true. String extension test. That's for the string extensions. Okay, same thing. Let's see. So names, valid say Charles. Particular, that's good. Okay. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. In space. We have that. That's weird. Why do we have things like this? That's interesting because this is like is ASCII letter, and this is letter is not the same thing here. So this is breaking. Be careful. We need to check where it was used because this is letter is not the same as this is letter. This is ASCII letter. This is probably Unicode letter. There might be an is ASCII letter in the chart. I'm not sure. This whitespace should be the same, but this one will have more Unicode white spaces. This one doesn't. It might be fine, but it's not the same, so we need to be careful about where it's used. It's good. The rest should be fine. Okay. MariaDB support. Okay, static typing in content field. If we know them. Okay. Localization documentation again. Localization. Why? If you know it's well, yeah. If you know it's one, you can put one. You have to put 0. Choosing. I don't agree. Do I agree? I don't. Oh, that's good. Yeah, actually, that's right. Because here this is English, we know, but maybe in another language. Yeah, I mean, this is the English one, so you can write the English one book, because in the other language, you will translate one book by curly brace 0 book, and that would be fine. Or whatever, and then curly brace 0. You don't have to put one also in translating. The original string can be with a fixed number. The translation can't be. So yeah, this might be confusing because the translation won't have 1, it will have 0 like this, but that's not wrong. The same way we write book without an S, and we write book and not another word. We can write 1 because this is just the case for 1 in the English, which is the key. So I don't really agree with this is not wrong before, this is not wrong after. This might be more semantically correct to use the placeholder also in the singular form. Assignment shouldn't copy to MenuPartDisplayDriver. I trust you. Oh, I think this was an issue that's among file that we could not store multiple admin node or something like that, or multiple menu items.
Yeah, line 144 is the fix right there. Yep, see, it was 142, we moved it down. That's the fix. Instead of setting it inside the loop, you set it outside the loop after the menu items.
Collapsed fields collision GraphQL. Review that. There is an option in settings for that now. Fix Monaco and Trumbowyg editor settings because the settings for this thing, HTML body part, the settings for Trumbowyg that are edited in Monaco editor, something like that.
The settings is not JSON. Before we treated it as such.
But I'm saying this, not thinking about JSON or whatever. The setting for what? The setting for the HTML body part Trumbowyg editor are edited in Monaco editor, right? Not talking about the body issue. It's just saying that to edit the Trumbowyg editor for the HTML body part, we use Monaco. I think that's what I'm seeing here. And then in this Monaco editor, or whatever editor, we said, oh, just write some JSON, or we were passing JSON, but that's not JSON that we are expecting. That's JavaScript object. So now you are evaluating the editor as JavaScript to extract the resulting object to store it in the settings. And also override the language property, force it to HTML. ImageSharp update, Gint update. Okay, demo, Isham. We've been warned that you had a demo. Oh, Isham is not here anymore. So no demo, so sad. Isham left. Who said anything that made Isham upset? Did I miss the chat? Nothing. Okay. Questions, comments? Last month, Thursday, triage, and we look at your issues.
Yeah, and maybe next week I could demo the View Tree application with the new media gallery that I've been working on.
Oh, View 3?
Yeah, it's not complete yet, but I could show something at least for demo.
I had quick meeting with your friend Dean Markussen.
Oh yeah.
About the security feature.
The security feature.
Secrets.
Ah, yeah.
The box, yeah. So we want to finish it. So I know you are working with him.
Yeah, we're working
That's
on
great.
the same thing.
Awesome. Okay, thanks everyone. See you on Thursday.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you.
Thanks.